Most people, they don't need a new year. They need to stop lying to themselves. We all know how it goes. The new year comes, we decide we're going to level up. We know the drill. I mean, how many times have we all been there? Yeah. And I think for most of us, the problem isn't actually that we don't know what to do. It's that we're skipping the part where we're being honest about what is stopping us from getting there. And then we go ahead and we blame January. Honestly, release my girl January because she is always getting blamed for that. January 1st is not magic. You are. The new year will not change your life. You will. A new year does not bring new beginnings. You do. I saw this quote written somewhere, and honestly it stayed with me because I think it quietly dismantles everything we're taught about fresh starts. I think underneath all this new year, new me noise, a lot of us are a little bit confused because we're like, we do this every year. And why does it never work out for us? And honestly, I can't blame you because I feel like a lot of the advice out there tells you that if you visualize harder and if you want it badly enough and if you stay positive and if you romanticize your life, then it will all work out. And so we make lists and we make boards and we make promises to our future selves that cannot possibly come true because we have not built the systems to support it. And then we feel guilt and then we feel shame and we wonder, well, why are we stuck in this loop? And why does this keep happening? Newsflash, you are not lazy. Discipline is not your problem, babe, okay? You've just skipped the most uncomfortable step, and that is telling the truth about where you actually are. Last year, the biggest goals that I set were around honoring my inner child and growing my business. And honestly, everything that I set out to do, I did. And that is not a subtle brag. It is honestly a proof of concept. It's like that every year for me. Not because I'm special, but because I do the deeply unsexy, deeply uncomfortable thing of being radically honest with myself. I know. And it's not in like a harsh, beat yourself up, I could have done this better, yada, yada, yada kind of way. No, it is about gathering data. I don't lead with what do I want. I lead with what is actually happening in my life right now. So last year, one of my goals was to surround myself with people who fully see me and make me feel safe. So I needed to look at where I was overgiving, where I was over-explaining, what boundaries I needed to set, what relationships needed to end. That's what I focused on. I wanted to honor my inner child and I wanted to finally learn to put myself first without the guilt. And so I stopped holding myself to expectations that I literally set when I was 12 years old. And I started building my days around capacity, not pressure. And I let rest be productive. That's what I focused on. In my business, I wanted bigger and more aligned clients and I wanted even more opportunities. So I spoke up when I had something to say. I noticed where I was shrinking myself so that I can make other people feel comfortable and safe. And I learned to trust that my perspective had value. That's what I focused on. And a lot of us don't actually fail at our goals. We fail at defining them. I want to feel better. I want to be happier. I want my life to change. Those aren't goals, baby girl. They're feelings. And what changed everything for me was shifting from how do I want my life to look to what can I realistically support with the capacity that I have right now. And that is where our agency lies, not in the outcomes, but in the patterns that we create to get there. So instead of I want more money, it becomes I will look at my finances once a week, even if it makes me uncomfortable. And instead of I want to be healthier, it becomes I will prioritize sleep and regular meals over proving how much I can handle. If it can't be measured, it can't be managed. And therefore, what are we doing? We are wasting our own goddamn time. Okay? Honestly, I love a mood board. People pay me a lot of money to make glorified mood boards for their businesses. So I swear by them. Mood board, vision boards. I'm that girl. Honestly, I live on Pinterest. I love it. However, your vision board does not work when it is used as a tool for avoidance. It is not meant to override your reality. It is meant to help you create clarity. So for me, the order is non-negotiable. It is about being honest first and then making grounded, measurable intentions and goals. And then only then will your pretty little mood boards begin to make sense, okay? Listen, I know myself. And when I have something hard to do, it is made so much easier when I am in an aesthetic place. So when I do these monthly check-ins once a month, I go to my favorite cafe, or I sit in the bath and I put all these pretty little candles about, or I make some time in my room when it's clean, and only when it's clean. And I sit down and I look at the month so far and I ask myself, what is working and what is not? And if something isn't working, I don't shame myself. We gotta let go of the shame. I adjust the system. I lower the barrier or raise it if I'm coasting. In case you don't know it, and in case no one has told you today, I love you. I love you, and I don't want to see you be hard on yourself and give yourself all this guilt and shame in the name of achieving something that you have never achieved before. We need to be kinder to ourselves. So in case you've taken absolutely nothing else from this video, I need you to understand this. You do not need to become an entirely new person, okay? You do not need an entirely new personality, an entirely new routine, some unsustainable set of expectations. You need honesty. You need compassion. You need containers that support the life that you are currently living so that you can get to the life that you have always dreamed of. The new year alone, child, she will not change your life, but you can. And I believe in you. Okay. Love you, bye.